Hi everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Nadine Hughes with your Cook's Companion Recipe of the Week, and I am so happy because it is finally springtime. I think here in Southern Ontario we had about a 21 degree day yesterday. Say that 5 times fast. And anyways, it was just stunning, and going into the local supermarkets, you see the tulips come out, you see the spring bulbs, and then you also sort of see some wonderful new seasonal produce. And really what's been catching my eye these days are these bright green colored beans, okay? And I'm going to show you a 3-pea salad that uses all the bright fresh flavors of spring, and it's really quick and easy to do, and you can actually use it all spring and summer long. So what sort of got me started on the kick were these beautiful sugar snap peas. My kids love them raw. I love them raw. I put them in salads, stir fries, just quickly sort of boil them for about 30 seconds and add a little bit of salt, pepper to them, and the kids just munch away on them. So that sort of got me going with the bright green. And we've got 3 different peas, one of them being the sugar snap peas that I was just talking to you about. The snow peas, as you can see, all year round as well, so they're a little bit thinner than the sugar snap pea. I don't think is nice to eat raw. They're still nice to eat raw, I should say, but not as much as a snack as I like the sugar snap. And the actual pea inside is larger in the pod of the sugar snap than it is in the snow pea. And then also just traditional sweet pea, frozen peas that you can get at any supermarket as well. So very quick, simple, and easy to do is I have brought a pot of heavily salted water up to boil. And we're really only going to be blanching these peas really quickly because we want them to retain their bright greenness and their crispness as well for this salad. So no mushy peas, even though my mother's Scottish, still no mushy peas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about, I'd say, 2 cups of the sugar snap peas into the boiling salted water. And it's only going to be about 20 seconds. And then I'm going to add these snow peas. Now it's really easy for the sugar and the snow peas. Actually, some people say, I've seen them sort of try to peel that little membrane off and actually try to take just the peas out. All of the outside shell, nutritious, beautiful, nice crisp, you want to eat that. If you want to remove that string, it's really quite easy to do. All I do is I take the sugar snap or the snow pea, grab myself a sharp knife, take it on the top here, how can I show you, and literally just peel off, and you get that fine little membrane. Can you see that? Okay, so simple, easy to do, and I just stand here, do that, and you're done. Okay, but you don't have to, but some people do like to have that membrane gone. So 20 seconds with the sugar snap, in go the snow peas, another 20 seconds, and then I'm going to be taking 2 cups of frozen baby peas. Okay, really simple, easy, $2 to keep in your freezer. I've done lots of recipes with them before, but they're a great idea to have in. And I'm going to add these guys in as well. Okay, so again, these are going to take now about, I'd say, 30 seconds. While that's sort of coming to a boil and just sort of basically softening up, I'm going to make the dressing. Dressing's really simple and easy to do. Again, we want to keep it light and enjoyable at this time of year, nothing too heavy. So I'm going to take a tablespoon of diced shallots. You can use an onion or a green onion as well, but I like to use shallots in dressings. They're a little bit milder than an onion and a little bit sweeter, so they're quite nice. So a tablespoon of finely diced shallots and a tablespoon of mayonnaise, just to give it a little bit of creaminess. You can omit the mayo if you want, but it's only a tablespoon. Again, then a tablespoon of, I'm using red wine vinegar today, but you could use sherry vinegar. You could use regular vinegar, white wine vinegar, but sherry vinegar's got that nice flavor to it. I'm going to grab my whisk, and I'm going to grab a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and I'm going to whisk it into my dressing. Okay. Peas are still going. They're bright, crisp. I'm going to keep them going for a little bit, as I said. And I'm just going to whisk my dressing together. Almost turns a bit pinky with the red wine vinegar. Then I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of kosher salt or sea salt is what I like to season and cook with, and some pepper. Give that another whisk, and I'll put that side aside for a second. Peas done. What I'm going to do, you're going to excuse me for a second over here, is I'm going to drain them off, and then I'm going to put them in a cold water bath. So I'm just going to drain all the water off. Hopefully not lose too many of my peas here. And then I'm going to put them in a cold ice bath. And you might have seen this before for cooking vegetables. And what that does is it stops the cooking process, or at least slows it down. And it also helps to keep the vegetables crisp and also bright. So all that cold water is good old ice cubes and water. Okay, so that's a cold water bath if you ever see a recipe called for that. It immediately stops the cooking process. These are cold already, or at least cool, and they remain nice bright green. You know, sometimes you cook your green vegetables and then by the time you bring them to the table, they keep continuing to cook. So they actually almost go a dull green or gray and not as appetizing to look. So pop them into a cold water bath. It'll stop them immediately. So we'll get this plated up. Cook's best friend, hands. Now you could drain this again, obviously, but for sake of time, I'm going to, let's put this in front of you here, going to take my peas out of here. It's a great summertime recipe in that it can sit in the fridge quite nicely all day. Great picnic recipe. Take the ice cube out of it. And be beautiful that night or the next day as well. Okay? Bright, colorful. I'm going to take my dressing, and I'm all over the map here today, aren't I? Take my dressing, and I might not use all of it, okay, so don't just dump all the dressing on. You might just want to drizzle it over top. So that's the mayonnaise, the olive oil, the red wine vinegar, the shallot, and some salt and pepper. I had a runaway pea there for a second. And I'm actually just going to probably let that sit for about 20 minutes in the fridge and it would be good to go. You can eat it right now, obviously, but we're really going to have that dressing sort of adhere to the vegetables and it'll taste a little bit better. So that is quick and easy 3-pea salad using snow peas, sugar snap peas, and frozen peas. Can't think of anything more springy than that, at least anyways. So don't forget, you can get this recipe again, as I always say. I've got it running along the bottom that you can copy down, but you can also click on when you get the recipe of the week, the document, and it can print out, okay? So that's what I got for you today. Next week, who knows? It all depends on what I'm going to be inspired about. If the weather keeps up this way, I don't know, maybe we'll do something like rhubarb or something like that. Don't hold me to it. You just never know what looks good in the supermarket. All right, have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you later.